Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to another Sunday live stream. We've got another scorcher of a week. It's pretty much high 80s, 90s all week. Thunderstorms are actually waiting right now for another thunderstorm to roll through. It's supposed to happen around 1 o'clock, but we're 2 hours late right now. So, waiting on that. The weather kind of has that vibe to it, at least. I think we did one delivery, cord and a face, something like that, 4 face cords. Truck still broke, waiting, bleeding, brakes, that type of thing, waiting to see what's going on with the brake booster, because it's kind of acting funky now. I'm wondering how much I've actually bled these brakes that it wasn't functioning completely right to begin with. So I'm wondering if just the constant bleeding and trying to get the parking brake back has hurt it more, you know what I mean? So no deliveries this week, no logs here. I'm hoping this next week I'll be able to at least get the brake somewhat going on the truck. I do have a neighbor with a dump trailer. He's given me permission to use that. He just wants a little bit of wood in return. So worst comes to worst, if I get some orders or something like that, we do have a backup plan. But I need to get some wood down here. The other thing that's kind of going on, I've been moving out a neighbor, kind of a messy situation. But he's got 2 to 3 tractor trailer loads of logs behind his house that have been there for two to 3 years. He's got a firewood boiler, and I might be buying them logs off of him, and I'll hire somebody to grab them logs behind his house, bring it down here. They're all 16 foot, and that might give us some semi-seasoned wood to process up. Everything is pretty much exactly the size that I want. There's a couple pieces there that might be 20 to 30 inch, but the majority of it's pretty good round. So I'm hoping to be able to get it. All depends on how the house goes. I mean, it's basically a mansion. The place has got like 5 bathrooms in it, and there was 2 people living in it. So now there's just one, and it sounds like that person's not even going to live there anymore. So what's going on, man? Earning something when you're live on YouTube? No. I mean, last time I checked, these live streams, the vertical ones, you don't earn anything when people are coming in. When they go public afterward, the views that you get after that, then you can earn on them. But when you do it this way, or I don't know, vertical, horizontal, whatever the heck you want to call it, when you do it the long way that I'm doing it, it reaches out to more people. So this is how I can kind of reach out to people more or less. When you do it the other way, landscape mode or whatever the heck they call that you can monetize, you know. But like I think I looked like two streams ago, where we got 2,000, 4,000 views. That video or that live stream made, I think, 3 or 4 cents. So now this is more or less a live Q&A type of deal. I try to keep people in the loop of what's going on this journey of being self-employed, and you know, the high times, the low times, that type of thing. Then why are you wasting your time, brother? I'm not wasting time. I'm just I don't know. I don't think of it as wasting time. I think of it for the people that are trying to follow along the journey, and like I said, the hard times and the good times of starting your own business. You know, you have breakdowns, you have everything, but we definitely were in a pretty good heyday. You know, we were doing 6-8 deliveries a week. You know, so like I said, the business is bleeding maybe 1,200, 1,400 a month. So when we can make that in a day, 2 days selling firewood, you know, and then we got the whole month, I want to try to show that and help people out there. That way they're not 34 years old, because I was thinking about doing something like this back when I was 18, 19, but I never put roots in the ground. I never, I thought you had to have something. You had to have a nest egg or something like that in order to do it. And the fact of the matter is, you just got to do it, you know. Where are you from? Upstate New York. Suggest me any application to connect with people like this. YouTube is free. I don't. This is the only thing I use. I don't even use Facebook or nothing like that. I've got a fake account on there where I kind of reach out to different people looking for wood. But how much does it cost for tattoos on your butt? Way too much. Way too much. This was a a leaving home for the first time mistake, more or less. After I graduated, I drove a tractor trailer down to Florida, moving out a buddy's mother. She was one of our neighbors. And I went down with him and her, and I ended up getting the tattoo down there. I think it was like $1,200 for, like I said, mistakes. Married right out of high school. Yeah, high school sweetheart. Yeah, we've got 2 little ones and 1 on the way. So I got a lot on the line to make this work. In other words, but things have been good. It's given me the good Lord's given me some time. It's the oddest thing. I went from having people calling, texting, messaging, this, that, and the other thing, and as soon as I lost brakes on my dump truck, all of a sudden things got quiet. And it's given me time to make sure that truck is ready and not going to injure anybody. You know, that's the biggest thing. You know, if I bring my son out to help me throw some wood in the back, or you know, come down a hill and lose my brakes or something like that, that's nothing I want. So I want to make sure that this truck is ready, and it's already done a heck of a job. Like I said, it hasn't cost me any more than it's made so far. Yep, 1 on the way. Yep. It'll be due in January. What's going on, Cameron? So I'm waiting. You can see I'll show you guys the, let me see the dark clouds here. Everything's kind of hazy. And then you look over here and you got bright blue skies. So we're waiting. We're waiting to see. It's been a weird summer here. We haven't been getting like a nice little rain day. We've been getting torrential downpours. So it's been an odd year for that. How are you doing? I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? Came out for vacations? No, I don't. I don't vacay much, if ever. I mean, I guess the login shows about as far as a vacation. I don't know. I'm just not much for leaving home, I guess. We did a lot of it when I was younger. We go out to Maine or Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, places like that. But it hasn't happened. No, it was supposed to happen about an hour or two ago, but it's one of them ones that's just kind of lingering. Don't know if it's gonna pass or if it's gonna hit. So I'm hoping it passes. I hope we could get a little rain, but nothing too dramatic. Oh yeah, thunderstorms are generally like this. They kind of linger. It gets really humid, and you know. Todd Adams, what's going on, brother man? Euro Mountain. Hello. Do you like Tesla? I'm not really a electric car guy, but my dad's got one. And yeah, I don't know. They charge it off the solar panels and whatnot, so it doesn't cost them nothing. But yeah, I'm not big Tesla guy. I'm not big on electric anything, to be honest with you. I mean, electricity, but no, I haven't seen. We're pretty rural here, you know. Unless you have solar panels and all that stuff. I mean, my house doesn't even have 220 service or 240 service. Yeah. You can save petrol costs. Yeah, it's a great thing they're selling there. I don't know. I don't know. With the industry that I'm in, it doesn't fit as far as that goes. I mean, my chainsaws burn fuel, my truck burns fuel, the tractor burns fuel, but I couldn't charge all this stuff. You know, electric chainsaw is kind of a joke for what I do, but you know, climbing, I can use an electric saw. You know, you have to have an extra battery on you. You have to have an extra battery, but I do run out of fuel quite a bit in a tree, so I usually have little Gatorade bottles as little jerry cans for me. Middle of Russia, right? Save petrol costs. Yeah, well, like I said, probably if you were in a bigger area. I mean, the population here in this area that I live, we're 16,000 strong. We've got 2 colleges. That includes all the college. So I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. And then you've got places like California that they're limiting when they can charge these cars because it's such a drain on the grid. All of our grid power here that we make with the solar energies, the dams, and all the stuff up here in northern New York, that all goes downstate. That goes down to Albany. That goes down to New York City. So we don't have that type of deal here, you know. I also just got through. Oh, Todd, you said something about church. Oh, you just got out of church. Cool. I also just got through with something to eat. Well, good. Probably going to put you right to sleep here. But we're starting to, I don't know if you guys can see it on the windshield here. We're starting to get some rain. It's starting to sprinkle. You got blue skies there. And then the old storm clouds above us. So, like I said, it had that heavy feel. I am not good with Russian words, man. RC fan, what's up, buddy? Had Brian Naki before? No, never heard of it. Velcro, what's up, brother man? How you doing? I've been wanting to get a hold of you too. You gotta get something going. Either I'll get my freaking I'll send you over that save game from that farming server. We gotta do something. I'm not on at all, but I was thinking about that the other day. When I get a little bit of time, or when we got these freaking torrential rains, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. I'd like to get a little bit more of that farming stuff going on. I know 24 is coming out or something like that, which doesn't entertain me much, but I figure maybe I'll give that one a chance. I was having trouble staying awake while in church. I might fall asleep on your live. Wow, that's no big deal, brother. That's no big deal. We'll get there. Yeah, it's I know it sucks. I got them new joysticks for the logging and all that, but it's too trashy. I went on maybe 2 months ago, and I tried logging on one of our old saves, and I don't know how I put up with that for so long. That is just it's pretty freaking horrible. 25th of November. Well, I see it before the messages got restricted. What's that? What is that about? Oh, is that when it's releasing? I don't know why the heck it got restricted. Todd, were you asking something about a 372, buddy? I see one of your comments. I answered. I didn't elaborate as much as I wanted. Did you have problems with your 372, bub? There's something about an X-Torque or XPG. I don't remember. Oh, we got another vape in here too. What's this doing there? You've got one? Well, I knew you had one. Oh, this one's broken. That's broken real bad. Huh, okay, well, that's why that's there. So the 25th of November, that's when the FS 2024 or whatever the heck it is. 2025 maybe. Cool. So 3 months. This stupid thing. As long as it don't catch fire. 25 out sometime in November. It was me that took the message. Oh, okay, I got you. No problem. just an X torque and a 365 X. So you got two of them now? I thought you only had the 372 X torque. Just different transfer covers. No, there's nothing wrong with them saws. Except for the emission side, but if you leave them stock, they run good. They run real good. Like I said, I put a pipe on my X-Torque. I put a high-rise filter on it, and it didn't help it any. Maybe a little bit, but no. When you get the OE jugs and pistons, and you get that stupid, they got emissions. I don't know what the heck. They did something weird with the transfers on them, but like I said, they run great. Them are great saws. And two Echoes, CS550P and the CS501P. Okay. Yeah, them little Echoes. I got that little 2511T. That thing's a freaking ripper. I love that little saw. It don't weigh nothing. Just having a problem freaking tuning it now a little bit. It don't like starting cold, or it doesn't like it getting gas cold. I don't know. I should be taking this slower time that I'm working on this dump truck, trying to get that thing all squared away. And I should be working on these saws, getting them back up to snuff. I actually just got a billet side cover for the 500i. I never wanted to pay the money for it. It's like 180 bucks with a captured bar nuts off West Coast, and I missed the 4th of July sale, but I went on eBay and somebody was selling one on there for 80 bucks. I ended up picking that up. So I've still got to put the Felon Dogs on that saw off the other cover, but I mainly did it. I like the looks, I like the weight, I like everything about the stock side cover on that little 500i. But when you're out fouling or logging somewhere and you don't have your scrench on you, which that's happened to me quite a few times, it's hard to get the chain manipulated back on that sprocket because the cover's so close. So I thought it'd be decent. I can get a little bit more room in there. That way I could throw that chain back on the sprocket. So we'll give that a shot. I know Dan had one on his, and what's his name? Ground Pounder, GP. He runs one on his, so I know people like them. And I see GP had a video of the before and after with how much chips were flowing out of them, and it was pretty impressive if you've seen that. 501 is 50.1 cc and runs fairly good. 550 is 54, but fairly slow compared to, yeah. Well, you got to remember too, I mean, like Husky's got them. Steel's got them, where they have the what is it, like the Farm Boss, I think it's called. And there's even like my 395. I enjoy my 395. It doesn't have the RPMs that I want. It's more of a low torquey saw. I hear that the 390 and the 394 are RPM hungry saws, so I'm half tempted to go out and see if I can't get an old 390 and give that a shot for some of these hardwood trees. See if I can't get a little bit more out of them. I'm always chasing that. I don't. I haven't even ran that 371 with the with a new pipe in the wood yet. I've only done some firewood bucking with it. I had the neighbor do a little bit too, but I can't wait to get that thing turned on. I've got the tractor down here. Actually, we can go and take a look. We had a pretty good torrential rain. Might as well see if we can't oh, see what the damage is in here. Like I said, this is beautiful, this road here. It's shedding water nice. You can see all the edges right about where the log table is. It's all mud there. And you know, we got pools here. So this is I couldn't ask for much better. So where the clay mix isn't, you got this loamy mud. But everywhere that I built up with clay and everything else is really doing good. You can see the sand washing out. But this is awesome. This makes me feel good. Thing that does kill me is I got the brand new Mr. Green out here sitting, not undercover. But we did come down and measure all this out. So we're gonna have I think it's 14 foot across the top here, and then 12 and a half long. We're gonna wall this out, and I'll have my grinder, my chainsaw grinder, all that other stuff in here. But yeah, a lot of money to sit outside, but it is what it is. I don't have the room down here. I don't have the storage. So I don't know if you guys see both Echoes are Pro Series. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not as familiar as with the Echoes. So this was out here, I would say Monday, Tuesday, but then after I took that cord out, kind of see. But that's not too bad for 2 loads of wood. Probably 3 cords split. I gotta get all them bottles out of there too. I gotta do a lot before winter comes. Driving me nuts. Let me see. I wanted to come take a look at what we had. Because we had a pretty good rain here the other day. I wanted to see if the wood cleaned up any. So we got the deer in here non-stop. Hence the reason for all the ticks. We've got maybe a table left of logs here. Like I said, that was out about here somewhere when we just did the 4 tables there last week, or early last week. All this is opening up good. Last thing the truck had was these pallets on it. That's when the brakes finally said enough's enough. We're still not losing the dirt like I wanted to, even after that heavy rain we had the other night. So I'm sure some of it washed through, but that's kind of why I did what I did. But the other thing that I was thinking is this is going to be a shady area, right? So what I was half tempted, and I really don't want to walk through here too much with shorts on, because we don't want to tick in the wrong spot. But let's see. I have all this area over here, which you guys have seen before. This is where we were pulling softwood. Look at the frickin' deer. This is our cherry pile that I was leaving for bundles, but more or less that'll end up just going in with everything else here soon. I got my popple that was gonna sit there and rot, but I just had a guy say that he was looking for popple. So I think that'll probably end up going log length. I'll just deliver it right down to his place. But what I was thinking, because we got all this area out here, is perhaps we'll get this cleaned up. Kind of see how nice and airy this is. We do have a little bit of stuff right here. So I'm trying to stay out of the frickin' high grass. But it's pretty airy in here. If I can get this cut with a brush hog, get all this crap out of here, maybe start doing firewood bins over here. But what I'm worried about, right where that pole is, that's the road. And you got neighbors right here, which isn't a big deal as far as the neighbors go, but I like to try to keep it out of the public eye the best I can. That way I really don't need to worry about, you know, people frickin' filling up truckloads and stuff like that. And there's not really a buffer or a barrier between the road and if I was to put bins out there. So it's up in the air still, but that's kind of my thinking. It's definitely the most open and I would imagine airy place here, especially when you got nothing but mountain here, right? And then my bins are back there. So they got a big windbreak. So more or less what I'm thinking. Get the freaking, yeah, eating apples. Eating apples. It's incredible that that tree is still doing anything. This was one of the first trees we clobbered. I think when we started logging this place. You can remember, there's a double, triple, whatever the heck you want to call it right here. And I ended up clobbering this apple tree, but if you look, there's still apples coming in, even on the limbs that are, it's pretty incredible. Top's still in it. So I am waiting on the prices. Maybe in a little bit I'll end up, well, you can hear that thunder just booming. Getting a grapple. That way I can get a lot of this crap cleaned up. That's one of the biggest things right now, is everywhere, you know, even on the side of the truck here, we got all this garbage, and you really can't do much with it as far as the forks go. Sometimes it works, but other times it falls off one side and whatever. So it's a thought. Yeah, she's coming. Can just start to see. This is how we tell the thunderstorms around here. I don't know if you can see that. No, it's not blowing much anymore, but right here things are kind of starting to list a little bit. Pressure's rising. I know, not too scientific, but the trees were just waving over there. So we don't have too much. Yeah, it's happening again, so I don't know. I don't know how the how's the service this time. Last time we went over and sat. As soon as we went over and sat, like, the phone started acting funny. So I figure if we start getting a thunderstorm, service is even going to get worse. Get this thing, get the air flowing again here. Boy, that changes things. Woo. Hot and muggy. I wonder if we lost it again by doing that, just walking around. Huh. Well, give me a second. We'll see if it comes back. No, I don't know if it's coming back. Last thing I have is both Echoes are Pro Series. I really wish it would tell me how many people are watching on the average. But we'll give it a minute. There, well, it just popped back up. So, yeah. Nonetheless, the weather is changing here, so I think we'll probably wrap it up, because I think there might be something when we go walking around that YouTube doesn't like. Nonetheless, guys, I guess I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to go drop off some cards and then head home. So either way, guys, thanks for coming in. Really got to figure out this internet stuff, because I got full bars here, but for some reason there are some dead spots. But God bless y'all. We will see you next time.